check. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am here.
Welcome back to New Zealand.
Thank you.
It is almost exactly 3 years to the day that you were last here.
Yeah.
Same week. Well, look, anyway, I always thought if I got the chance to tell you in person that I would really want to tell you and thank you for writing what I consider to be one of the greatest songs of all time in Anna Begins.
Ah, thank you. I love that song.
I love that song. I mean, honestly, some women have had some great songs written about them. Pattie Boyd's obviously had George Harrison and Clapton, writing about them. But Anna Begins is something else, isn't it? It's a magical song.
Just saw her 2 days ago. Yeah, I guess. I had dinner at her house.
Wow, that's fantastic that you keep in touch. That's brilliant.
We do.
And it actually gets a great reference in pop culture history, that song. Carolyn Bessette Kennedy, JFK Jr.'s wife, it was her favourite song of all time.
She never told me.
I read that in a book, one of her biographies.
Wow, I knew her. I did not know that, though.
Wow, amazing. Well, look, I have found myself going down the Accounting Crows rabbit hole with the documentary, which came out recently. Very enjoyable. Have you seen me lately? Streaming on Neon here in New Zealand. Chris Martin features a lot. Wow, he's openly very inspired by you, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a very nice guy to do that. I was really flattered.
I mean, I started on the radio in 91, so I've probably played Counting Crow songs pretty much every day of my life. But just going back and hearing you talking about those early days, particularly the unwavering pride that you really took in those songs, that you were prepared to walk away from that big spot on SNL because they wanted to change the way you sung it. Honestly, it's just made me hear all those songs in a different light.
Well, I think we've always just wanted to do things the way we wanted to do them. I mean, we had a bidding war for millions of dollars for us with all the record companies, and we traded pretty much all the money away to sign with Geffen because they offered us higher royalties, but also complete creative control. So, I mean, I think there were millions of dollars, and I got $3,000 as an advance. But it worked because we were kind of investing in ourselves. But we've always kind of wanted to do it the way we wanted to do it.
And ultimately you stood up to them, and wow, it paid off because you got the massive exposure. It was huge. You were never invited back, as you say, but the moral compass won on the night, right?
Well, they made our career. I mean, they really did.
Yeah.
I didn't love that week there, and I don't think they were very cool to us, but we were really lucky to get on the show when we weren't a big band at all. We were complete unknowns, not even in the top 200, and I mean, SNL made our career, no doubt about it.
And I just want to linger in the 90s a little touch more, and that is that, as you mentioned, you became label mates and then actual mates with Kirk Cobain, and you speak so highly of him. Your album wasn't even out yet, and yet he sort of mentored you somewhat. That is remarkable.
Well, I mean, he was just, I don't know if he mentored me so much as he was just really nice. He's just a really sweet guy. And I was kind of nobody, and he was very nice to me. I mean, I didn't know him all that well, but I spent some time with him, and I really kind of appreciated all of that. And
you say that the Nirvana show you saw is still one of the greatest live shows you've ever seen. Where was that you saw them?
San Francisco Civic. They were outrageously good. I think it was the Breeders and L7 opened the show, and then Hypocrisy, which was Michael Franti's band before Spearhead, and then the Breeders, and then Nirvana. And it was, I think, the first show they did In Utero. I remember they opened the show with Rape Me, and it was incredibly powerful, like searing.
What a historical moment to have been at. Well, I mean, I really encourage anyone to watch that doco. It is on Neon now. The Viper Room story alone, too much to go into here, but I feel like you could write a whole book about that chapter of your life there, those years at the Viper Room. Fascinating.
I mean, I was really lucky to have those guys there. The only people I really knew when I moved to LA worked at the Viper Room, and Johnny really built that place to be like a clubhouse for his friends, and it was, it became home for me.
Well, it certainly gave you some good material, didn't it, for recovering the satellites, that whole period of your life?
Yeah, I mean, I was working there when I wrote pretty much everything on that record. Yeah. We were recording it, and I was like spending the day and the evening in the studio, and then late night I'd go to the club, till 2 or 3 in the morning.
Such a great record. Well, the latest tour, the latest album, But a Miracle in the Complete Suites, you're obviously having to add extra dates in New Zealand, extra dates in Australia. It's fair to say demand for the Counting Crows is as big as it's ever been.
Yeah, I mean, you get to a certain point in your career, you expect it to be, shrinking and shrinking and shrinking. It's just what happens. And, last tour was okay down here, but this tour was going to be smaller. We thought we'd be playing about 5 shows, but we've sold out a show here and added a second one, a show in Melbourne, added a second one. We sold out a show in Sydney, added a second one, sold that out, added a third one. So, I don't know how to account for it, but I'm really happy because, I was happy to be coming down, but not expecting it to be a particularly successful tour, but one we were really excited to do. But somehow we just keep selling out shows, which is, at this point in our career, that's pretty great.
Oh, well, I wouldn't be surprised if you have to add more in Australia now, because all those people that were counting on seeing you at Blues Fest.
We just did.
Oh, you just did? Oh.
We just added a show in Brisbane because we didn't have one there, and the Blues Fest show disappeared.
Wow.
That's kind of a disaster. That's going to be really hard. There's a lot of bands. Mm-hmm. Blues Fest has always been a tentpole that made it possible to come down here, I think.
Yeah, well, it's an iconic part of the Australian lineup. God has had some big names. Bob Dylan's played it, it's massive.
Yeah.
Well, the latest album, obviously super interesting, title of the album and the tour. I did do a wee deep dive into your wife's Instagram and couldn't help but notice about 5 years ago she had referenced the Butter Miracle and the Complete Suites. And I know she's in the acting kind of realm, but you've never really elaborated, have you, on how the album title came to be?
No, I haven't.
Will you ever?
I don't know. Huh? Well, I know, and the band knows, but it's kind of a secret. I think we really like it that way. I like the sort of surrealness of the title. And if I told everybody what it was, it would just kind of make it a less interesting version of itself, because it's sort of simplistic, but it's special to us.
Nice to retain some mystery.
Yeah. Why not have a little myth-making and mystery in rock and roll?
Exactly. Well, she seems like a very cool lady, your wife. Very nice home. You've got a nice cat there. And so now, as you say, music isn't the only thing you care about. You're loving your married life.
I am really enjoying it. I had never wanted to get married. And then even once I got my head around it, I didn't think it would be any different because, we've been together for 8 or 9 years. So I just thought, well, she would really like to get married. I guess I'd like to get married. That seems like fun. But ever since we got married, it's actually completely different, and it's great. I don't know. I must sound like an idiot saying this, but it just, it's like a very comforting blanket, like a feeling that you have all day. That's just like, somebody really loves me and thinks about me, and I think about them, and somehow, it surprised me more than anybody else. I really did not expect it to be as... I'm quite goofy about it.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Still very smitten. Is she on tour with you here?
Yeah, she's down here. She's just smart enough not to get up in the mornings and go to do promo. She's smart enough to show up. She's going to the Coromandel, but not to the radio stations.
Nice. Yeah. Well, what will you do? You're in town for a week before the shows. I know you're going to the Coromandel. What do you guys like to do when you're in another country? Are you sightseers? Are you foodies? Do you go to the local wineries?
Well, mostly, I used to do a lot, but mostly nowadays it's just like I sit in the hotel and don't say anything so that my voice is around, when we get to the shows. Because to me, all that matters are the shows. But this is a little different because we're down here so early. I figured out this magnificent scam where I offer to do promo and I put all this work in, and it is fantastic, but it enables me to go to Australia and New Zealand weeks early and spend time down here. Because for once, this way I actually get to do stuff. I'm going to go up to the beach in the cattle country and hang out in seriously one of the most beautiful places I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, we'll do that.
Well, I've checked the forecast for you. The weather looks beautiful on your way to the Coromandel, so you'll have some nice days there.
I'm very excited, yeah.
Well, before you go, what are you working on next after this tour?
Probably do some recording. We've got another tour this summer. We're going through Europe again, and we're doing a lot of festivals and some other gigs. We just did a single, a mixed Dutch-English single. Emma and I wrote a new song, and we did it with the band Bluff, who are a really huge Dutch language band. And we've done stuff together 20 years ago. And I think we might take that song and record it just in English with our band as well. Put that out sometime soon.
Wow. Yeah. Cannot wait to hear that. Honestly, such a treat to have you here, to have the Counting Crows back here. 2 nights in Auckland next week. Kiri Takanoa, 23rd, sold out. Tickets still available for the 24th. We'll have a double pass to give away. The latest album, Butter Miracle and the Complete Suites, is out now. Adam Duritz, thank you for coming all the way to New Zealand to see your fans.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
What a treat.